What if I took 1 year? Just 1 year and I tried my absolute best. What if I went all in? What if I became so obsessed with the doing that I could not stop? What if This was me basically a year ago. It actually wasn't. I recorded that a few days ago as a depiction of me 365 days ago. You know, we often say, do it for the younger you. Virgil Abloh has a quote that goes, everything I do is for the 17-year-old version of myself. But I feel like this was a case of do it for the older me. Let me explain. I knew what I wanted to do from a very early age. And almost all through my life I've done it to some capacity. I wanted to create, draw and paint. I've run around in the forest with a camera my whole childhood. All these things usually happened in periods. I start some sort of project, and when I do, it's the only thing I can think about. When I created a character, alter ego, inner me, that is Pastel Purist, it was more of taking the first step into really doing what I want to, with no restraints. This is how I view it. Look at life like a staircase, but it looks more like this. The first step is the biggest and the hardest, but when you actually start, everything becomes so much easier. Since I took that first step a year ago, I've done so many cool things and I got so many ideas that I've actually put into reality. I've done videos that I'm actually proud of. I've built a whole world with the characters Pastel, Purist and Dominant 7. And most importantly, I've felt like myself. Like I'm finally doing what I want. There's still doubt and still fear, but now there's also a direction. There's this weird thing that happens when you commit to something. At first it's all confusion, like you're throwing things in the dark, but then a light turns on. You realize that this was what you were meant to do the whole time. You start noticing things, ideas come faster, connections appear where they didn't before. You don't feel like an outsider anymore. You feel like a builder, and eventually you want to build something bigger than just yourself. And in the story of me, here is where Pastel Supply comes in.
渋い、センシェイで若い目、そして目立たない美しさを特徴とする独自の美学。シンプルさや一致、中華な深みをかそんじ、天然素材の
For a while, me and my friend have been working on something behind the scenes. Not just a clothing, not just a brand. We've tried to create a world and a feeling. We built Pastel Supply with the same pastel philosophy I used for Pastel Purist. That's a lot of peace right there. And back to Virgil Abloh, I got this idea straight from him. The idea of the tourist versus the purist. You want your creation to be interesting and pleasing for both these groups. The tourist walks past the building, maybe takes a photo of it. On YouTube, it's the people that get this video in the feed, clicks on it, watches it, and then goes on with their life. For Pastel Supply, this is the people who just thinks the clothing looks great. Nothing deeper than that, but you can also pay attention to the details. The purist takes time and pays attention to the craft. Goes on and maybe drops a comment about the video, or see every line, all the custom details, and all the inspiration for the hoodie. Pastel Supply is what happens when you decide to take the first step and never stop climbing. It's for people like us. Dreamers, creators, kids with too many ideas and not enough places to put them in. We've been building our own style, our own palette, our own language. This has been in the works at the same time as this channel, only that this is ready only now. And season 1 is finally ready. We wanted to create something you want because you think the design of the physical clothing looks good, not just write something dumb on a shirt or slap a logo on something. And we have no idea if this will work out or if we will sell one piece at all, but if we don't try, we will for sure don't sell anything. In this video, this is to say thank you to everyone who's followed along, to everyone who saw something in what we were doing. And to the future, let's keep climbing.